Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Vasterus in Sweden. We're on the outskirts of Stockholm for the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships. Today, it's Sub Junior Ladies' Day. If you'd been with us earlier, you'd have seen a wonderful demonstration of powerlifting by the lighter weight classes. This afternoon we have the heavier weight classes. We have in flight one the 59 and 66 kilo classes. Sorry, we have the 69 and 76 kilo classes. Looking ahead to tomorrow there. And then in flight two we've got the under and over 84s. And it promises to be a fantastic afternoon's lifting. We have only three lifters in the 76 kilo class, but I can tell you that on prognosis, only 5 kilos separates all three. So we're going to see a fantastic battle going right down to the wire. And we've got five lifters in the 69 kilo class. The first out is Eni Lautinen from Finland, and she's opening with 95 kilos to get the afternoon session underway. And that looks a good opener. One of the referees didn't agree, called it on depth, but 2-1, it's a good lift. And next up, we've got Chevakova from Czechia. Chverakova, my apologies, I've been practicing it and I still got it wrong. And she is also opening with 95 kilos on the bar, also in the under 69 kilo class. Yeah, that looks nice and deep. And three white lights. For the benefit of any new viewers, both these weight classes are new classes since the 2019 European Classic in Lithuania, which was the last time we did all this. Now, Veronika Diakova from Russia is up next, also in the under 69 kilo class, as you can see. And she's opening with 120 kilos. Taking quite a few steps to get in position. Oh, that's nice and deep. Knees came in a bit, but she managed to control it. And that's three white lights. And next up, we'll have the Finnish lifter, Sara Sofia Balavita. And she is opening on 122.5 kilos, which matches her personal best. Well, we saw some lifters this morning come in and smoke PBs with their openers. Others really struggle. No struggle for Valavita. Three white lights, and she's on the board. Next, we stay in the... No, we move to the 76 kilo class for the next lifter. It'll be Norblom from Sweden. And as you can see from the screen, she's been competing for up to 1 year, so a very new competitor. But on prognosis, the favourite for the gold medal overall. But as I say, there's only 5 kilos on prognosis between all three lifters. Whoever wins the 76 kilo class is going to win it after a final deadlift that is either successful or not. But this is the first squat. Oh, that's nice and deep. Plenty more in the tank, I would suggest, and it's three white lights. And we move back to the 69 kilo class for the last lifter up, and it's Eleonora Pontoni from Italy, and she is attempting 140 kilos. As you can see from the screen, PB is 140.5, an Italian record. So she's opening pretty much on her personal best. It's a real resurgence in Italian lifting recently. The best lifter at the recent World Championships was an Italian lady, Gara. Oh wow, no question of a depth there. Three white lights all day long. And we move back to the 76s for the final two attempts of the first round. Next out is Elise Mikomagi from Estonia. And talking about the recent World Equip Championships, young Elise was there competing in the Open, equipped. And now, a matter of 2 weeks later, she's classic style as a sub junior. A very busy end to the year for this young lady. Huge potential for the future. And this is 145 kilos. Yes, that looks good as well. And the referees agreed. Three white lights. One more in the first round. And it's Nina Heikkinen from Finland. And she will open on 155 kilos. Again, a new competitor. She's only been competing for a year. And here she is, the last lifter out in the first round. 155 kilos on the bar. She had to work a little bit, but I think that's good. We'll wait for the referees to be sure. Yes, three white lights. And the great news is, after one round of squats, there is a green light against everyone's name. So everyone has done the hardest bit in terms of making a total. And at the end of the first round, in the 69 kilo class, Pontoni leads with 140 kilos. In the 76s, Heikkinen from Finland leads with 155. But there is a lot of lifting still to come into the second round. And we're back with Lautinen of Finland. And she's taking 105 kilos for her second attempt. Came up strongly with it. And I did hesitate. I wasn't 100% about depth, but it's a good lift, 2-1. Center referee called it on depth. Both the side referees were happy with it. Same weight on the bar for Chverakova from Czechia, 105 kilos. And like the Czech lifter this morning, she's wearing the new SPD Phoenix outfit. And again, that looks good. Knees came in slightly, she managed to control it, and three white lights. Next two lifters are both on 127.5 kilos, both in the 69s. And here's the first of them, Diakova from Russia. PB is 125, so this is attempting a new PB with her second attempt. First one was comfortable. taking a long time to get set. Yes, that looked very strong. 3 white lights, and it'll be the same weight on the bar for Valavita from Finland up next, also taking 127.5 kilos. Her PB 122.5, so this will be a new personal best for her as well. What a battle these two are going to have for the silver medal. And the referees say good lift. 3 white lights. And just for the record, Balavita from Finland is lighter than Diakova. So if it comes down to body weight, it will be the Finnish lifter that takes it. Now, Lova Nordblom from Sweden, we are into the 76 kilo class, 145 kilos on the bar. 10 kilo jump from the first round, and her first round lift looked really easy. And on prognosis, she is just ahead, but it is too close to call. Oh, that looks strong and deep again. And the referees agree. 3 white lights. And we go back to the 69s for the final lift in the second round in the 69s. And that's Pontoni from Italy again. And she's taking 150 kilos. She's already the gold medalist. I'm looking at third round nominations. She's already gold medalist in squat, but this is to add to the total. Oh no, I thought she had it, and I'm not sure was it strength or just loss of balance, but she'll come back and she'll try that again next time. Let's watch again. The left foot moved, but yeah, she lost balance, had to move the foot back in order to stop herself falling over, and hopefully she can put that right next time. Now, Elise Mikomägi from Estonia, next up. 155 kilos on the bar for Mikomägi. This will put her level with Heikkinen of Finland, but Heikkinen is lighter. So this is only good enough for now to put Mikomägi in second position. Oh, it's a battle. And it should be good, I would imagine. Yes, 3 white lights. Who knows how important those extra kilos could be when the bar has been loaded for the final deadlift. Great fight by Mikomägi. I don't think she'll go much heavier. And meanwhile, here's Heikkinen. Heikkinen taking 165 kilos. Now, if she can make this and perhaps go even higher, that will be a big statement of intent. Can she do it? Oh, it's a fight, and yes, I think she has. 3 white lights. Well, what a remarkable squat session we're having here today. We've had 2 rounds of squats and only 1 failure in the whole of the 2 rounds. And it wasn't for depth, it was simply loss of balance, the weight didn't come back up. Quite spectacular. So Pontoni is leading the 69s in spite of that failure. Heikkinen leading the 76s as we move into the third round. Just a reminder, at the end of this round, we move straight to the under and over 84s. This is Lautinen, Finland, her third and final attempt, 110 kilos. No, I'm not sure it was deep enough, but that becomes irrelevant because sadly she couldn't bring it back up again. Now Chverakova from Czechia, she's got 95, 105, and now 110 kilos. The flexibility in these shoulders is something I can only dream about. Oh, and she powers that back up well. Three white lights. Oh, she's happy. Coach is happy. Czechia's happy. And as we see the replay, we now come to the battle for silver between Diakova and Valavita. Diakova up first. Remember, she is the heavier of the two lifters. Whatever she does, Valavita only has to match. So this to move into silver medal position with Valavita to follow on the same weight. Oh, what an effort. What an effort. That should be good. Three white lights. And now the ball is in Valvita's court. Can she match the 135 and take squat silver? Well, we don't have to wait very long. Oh no, she went down really fast, almost too fast, I'm afraid. Just couldn't bring it back up, and she has to settle for the bronze medal in squat. Silver to Diakova. And now we go to the gold medalist, Pontoni from Italy. She missed 150 last time, but if you remember, there was a little bit of a loss of balance. Her left foot moved backwards, which is in itself a fail, of course, and she had to be rescued by the spotters. But with any luck, the balance issue will be resolved this time, and she'll make a good lift. Here we go. Oh, what a battle. Down to the referees, what do they say? They say it's a good lift, 2-1. The center referee called it in depth. Both the side referees happy with it. And there's an argument for both. Yeah, I think I'd tend to give the lifter the benefit of the doubt, as did two referees, and that's a good lift. Now we've got 3 lifts to go in this flight, all in the 76s. First up is Nordblom of Sweden. She's made jumps of 10 kilos both times, from 135 to 145, and now from 145 to 155. This will move her into silver medal ahead of Mikko on body weight, but Mikko has another lift, of course. Oh, that's strong. Oh, she brought that up so well. That didn't even look like a third round squat. And that's 3 white lights for Nordblom. And she's done all she can in squat. And she will be happy with that. That's consolidated prognosis position of first. Now we've got Mikamagi coming straight back at her, and this is to retake silver, 160 kilos. And this will be followed by a record attempt. Please, Mikamagi, for squat silver. Oh, she fought that up well. Wait for the referees again, and it is three white lights. And Mikko Magi from Estonia takes squat silver. And now Nina Heikkinen, Finland, has put a massive 170.5 kilos on the bar. PB is 155. And this is a world sub-junior record attempt. 170.5 kilos. Not quite sure what's happened there. I suspect the rack was at the wrong height, so she's been sent back. Getting psyched up. The clock has been reset. Reminder, this is a world sub-junior squat record attempt. A massive 170.5 kilos. What? Oh, she's not got the depth. Can she bring it up, I think? Oh, that looks good. Wait for the referees. It's three white lights, and it's a new world record for Nina Heikkinen from Finland. What a fantastic squat to end the session. What a battle. She gave absolutely everything she had to that lift. And now we move on to the second flight of lifters. And this is the under and over 84 kilo class. And first up is Darta Berzina from Latvia. She's in the under 84 class, 18 years of age, and her squat PB is 105 kilos. She's opening with 100. Only 3 in the class. Don't bomb and you guarantee the medal. Makes sense to open conservatively. And that looks good. And it's 3 white lights to get the competition underway. And just looking at that last flight of squats, we only had 3 fails in the whole competition. And we finished with a world record. What a fantastic session. Well, the under and over 84s have a lot to live up to if they're going to match that. And next from Poland, we've got Natalia Selbiak from Poland, and there's 100 kilos on the bar for her as well in the over 84 kilo class. And 3 white lights. And next we go back to the under 84, and it'll be the Swedish lifter Cassandra Anergren, who will be up next, and she will be attempting 125 kilos. It looks nice and comfortable.
That's good.
Three white lights.
Skill 125 kgs of the bar. Right hand over the breakdown. The other hand over the windshield and feet down.
And the same weight will be on the bar in the 84 plus class. And it will be Larina Vinciuti from Lithuania. And that was very comfortable.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1.
One referee called it on depth, but two white
125 kgs of
lights
the
is
bar
all that's
for
needed.
Valeria to light.
And we have another Lithuanian lifter in the under 84 class
Will be
now.
white.
Sorry, also in the over 84s. And it's Petrovite.
Kalmaier
She's 16 years of age, been competing for 3 years. Squat PB of 145 and opening on 140. Oh, that looks good. Don't think there's much question about that.
That's good.
Three white lights.
125 kgs of the
And we
bar.
move
Right hand
back
over
to
the
the
windshield.
under 84s
Kalmaier,
for the
Denmark.
final of the three lifters. And it's Marie-Louise Kalmaier from Denmark. And if it does come down to body weight,
Kalmaier,
Kalmaier, bear in mind, is the lightest of the three
Russia.
lifters in the class. And she's opening on 145 kilos. Very wide stance, gives her space to sink into.
That's a good.
And it is three white lights and one more to go
The bar right hand over
in the first round. And it's going to be the
Yelovska.
Ukrainian lifter Yelovska, my apologies. And she's opening on 165 kilos. Yevhenia Yelovska,
1 minute. Yelovska.
Ukrainian record holder with a
Seven
squat
good.
PB of 145.5 kilos. Well, this is only half a kilo below that for her opening attempt in the very distinctive Ukraine singlet. Minimal movement of the feet. Oh, that's good. Oh, that looked very easy indeed. Three white
Yes,
lights.
it's a very good. Fully opening the bar. Up to 107.5
And
kgs.
that's a
Right hand
huge
over
PB
Natalia. 7 good.
for Yelovska. Huge
Very
PB
good. Beautiful
by
start.
almost 20 kilos,
Vesselina
19.5 kilos
Vesselina.
personal best. And we move into the second round. And the first up
One
will
minute.
be
1
Berzina again
second.
from Latvia. No, sorry, it's the Polish lifter Selbiak in the over 84s, and she's opening at 107.5 kilos. Yes, that looks good.
That's a
Two
good.
to one.
2-1.
One of the referees
Very
didn't
good.
like the depth. Have a look again. Judge for yourself.
100
I would have said that was
kgs
well
of the
in,
bar
but
right hand
then,
over Natalia.
as we say in the commentary booth time and time again,
Roughly
the referees have a much
7.5.
better angle than we do. Now, this is Darta Berzina, that I mistakenly called out before from Latvia. Her second attempt, 110 kilos, and she is in the under 84s. Yeah, should have worked slightly harder than the opener, but only
Okay,
slightly, and that's three white
then
lights
var
again.
130 kgs. Vägar på redan. Där den i Ciuti, Lithuania.
And now we've got Lauren Abisiuti
Yes.
from
One
Lithuania.
minute, come
I
on.
can manage the second name, the first's a bit
Okay,
difficult.
next word.
Reda, that's it. And it's 130 kilos. That's good. That looked like a second squat should look like. And the referees say no. Two of them called it on depth.
137.5 kgs from the bar.
Well, I think we're so used to all the squats getting passed this
Okay,
afternoon,
1 minute.
it comes as something of a shock when we see red lights. So this is Cassandra
Yes.
Annergren from Sweden, 137.5 kilos on the bar in the under 84 kilo class. And she had to fight that one up, but it should be good.
Yes.
Three white lights.
150 kgs on the bar. Vägar på
She almost had to bend forward and then use the lower back to power it up again, but up it came. And she is a strong favourite for the overall title.
1 minute.
We move to the over 84s, and it's Valeria Petrovite from Lithuania, and she is attempting 150 kilos. That looked good, very strong. But again, called on depth. 2-1. It was on the border. It asked the referee the question. And as Ralph and I always say, if you ask the referees the question, don't be surprised if you don't like the answer. Best not to ask the question in the first place. Now, Kalmeier from Denmark, 152.5 kilos on the bar. In the unders, she's got plenty of time. Oh, that was a battle, but she brought it back up well. And the referees say good lift. Three white lights. One more lift in the second round. And it's Belovska from Ukraine. And she's taking a big jump of 12.5 kilos. She's going to 177.5 kilos. And I don't know how you feel watching this, but certainly here in the commentary position, this squat session is just flying by. Really high quality squats and really moving at a fair pace as well. So this is the gold medalist in squat. In the overs, nobody's going to catch her. It's just a case of how big a total she can build. And this will add 12.5, and it looked easy again.
Yes.
Three white lights, and the question is, where does she go for her third? She's so far ahead in prognosis. She can take a risk with a big number if she really fancies it, because there's no one coming after her in either squat or total. And at the end of two rounds, Kalmeier leads the under 84s with 152.5, Yelovska from Ukraine, way ahead in the over 84s with that second attempt of 177.5 kilos. A reminder that after the next round of squats, it's a 10-minute break and then we come back for bench press. That was Selwiak, my apologies, from Poland,
Yep, that's deadlifts.
and that is three
One and a half
white
heavy releases on
lights
the bar.
for
Right guys
Selwiak.
for Latvia, Latvia.
Now Berzina, Latvia, under 84 kilos, 120 on the bar.
1 minute for Zina, Latvia.
She's taken quite big jumps. She opened at 100, then jumped 10, and now jumping another 10 to attempt 120 kilos. Well, she liked it. It looked easier than the second, if anything, and it's three
One and
white
a half
lights.
releases on the bar. Right guys for Latvia.
Very happy Latvian team
Now
there.
zero.
And next we go back to the over 84s for Lorena Vinciuti, and she missed 130 last time on depth, taking the same weight again. Just needs to go slightly deeper. The two Lithuanian lifters, the only two to fall foul of the referees so far in this flight. So just a little bit deeper. Was it deeper or was it the same lift again? It was the same lift again. Sadly, two red lights once more. Both the side referees called it on depth, and on that replay, yeah, you can see why it was a little clearer than from the front. So this is Anna Gren from Sweden in the under 84 class, and she is going 142.5 kilos. Second place in squat, whatever happens, but she wants this for her total. She fights it up. There are roars from the Swedish crowd, roars of encouragement, and three white lights. And back to the overs for Petrovite, the other Lithuanian lifter, who also missed her second one in depth. She's retaking 150. And like her compatriot, she just needs to go that inch or so deeper to satisfy the referees. Study and concentration and focus. She knows what she needs to do. And I think she's done it. But I'm not a referee. What do the referees say? Three white lights. Oh, she's happy with that. And we move on, and there are two lifts to go. I say, I can't believe how quickly this squat session has flown by. It's Kalmeyer from Denmark next, 157.5 kilos on the bar. Now, every kilo each of these lifters in the under 84s lifts is vital. I'm not sure she made depth, but it didn't come back up. And that is a no lift for Kalmeyer. And I wondered what Yelovska would do with her last one. Well, she put another 12.5 kilos on the bar. There's no reason not to go for a big number because she's not under any threat at all. So she's jumped 12.5 kilos from first to second. She's jumped another 12.5 kilos from second to third. And the way the first two went up, I don't honestly see the extra 12.5 kilos stopping her. Very impressive lifting from the Ukrainian in the squat. 190 kilos. Sub-junior. Classic. Oh, yes. Just wait for the referees, and it's 3 white lights. Well, what an impressive squat session we've had today, both in the first flight, the 69s and the 76s, and in the under and over 84s. And to summarize quickly, the squat gold in the under 84s goes to Kalmar from Denmark, 152.5 kilos. And in the over 84s, Yelovska from Ukraine with a massive and very impressive 190 kilos. And I have to say, more in the tank, is the gold medalist in the 84 plus. We'll take a short break while the platform is made ready for bench press and the competitors finalize their preparations. As you can see, the clock is ticking down towards 9 minutes. Please join us then for the bench press. and welcome back to Vasteras, just outside Stockholm in Sweden, for the bench press element of the afternoon session on day one of the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships. If you've been with us earlier, you would have seen a quite splendid squat session, highest quality, and we're looking forward to some great bench pressing now. If you're just joining us, we have two flights, both sub juniors. Flight one is the 69 and 76 kilo weight classes, and flight two is the under and over 84s. We get five lifters in the 69s, three in the 76s, but in the 76s, there is only 7 kilos separating all three lifters on prognosis. And the one that's in third place in prognosis at the moment is the one who has just broken the world sub junior squat record. But onto the bench press, and it's Eni Lautinen of Finland first out, and there's 50 kilos on the bar. Yeah, that looks good. Do you have to work it off the chest a little bit? Okay, it is the European Championships. Can't be too easy. And that's three white lights to get the bench press underway. Still 50 kilos on the bar for Chverakova from Czechia. Also, as you can see from the profile in the under 69 kilo class. The lightest in the class, by the way, should it come down to it, is Valubita from Finland, who is exactly 66 kilos. Oh, that was ridiculously easy, and I think she took the bar off herself as well. Three white lights, and of course, taking the bar yourself is something a lot of lifters have been used to doing during lockdown when gyms have been closed and they've been training on their own. And this is Nina Heikkinen from Finland up next in the under 76 kilo class. Fresh from her world squat record. She is opening with 62.5 kilos on the bench. And remember, as with anyone that sets a world record, they have to make a total for the world record to be validated. So she must get a bench and she must get a deadlift. And that was nice and easy, as an opening bench press should be when you've got a world record in your back pocket. And the bar will go up now to, well, 70 kilos, and we'll stay in the 76s, and it's Lova Norblom from Sweden, the favorite for the title. But as I keep saying, it is too close to call. It will be won with the last deadlift, either with a lifter making it for victory or a lifter missing it to give victory to someone else, but nothing will be settled before the final deadlift. Yeah, that's a good bench press from Norblom. And three white lights.
72,5 kg on the bar. Right guy for Sofia, Valita, Finland.
Now, Valovita from Finland in the 69 kilo class. 72.5 kilos on the bar. Yeah, looks good.
1 second.
Well, one of the referees gave it a yellow. I think from the replay we may see butt off the bench.
75 kgs on the bar. Det är vår
No,
Richie
I don't know what the yellow was
Nilsson.
for. Nothing I could see. But then the referees can see things we can't see. Now Elise Mikomagi, Estonia.
Varvning 1 minute.
And she's in the 76 kilo class.
4
And she's
minutes
taking
left.
75 kilos. This will have her leading the 76s at the end of the first round. She's the last lifter out in the 76s. Two still to come in the 69s.
Start. Pass.
Well, that was hard work for an opener. It's good, I think. But how much more is there?
87.5 kgs on the bar.
And now we move to the 69s for the final two lifts. Diakova from Russia out next on 87.5 kilos. Only 2.5 kilos shy of her personal best with her opening attempt. Great overhead shot there.
Pass.
Oh, that's good. That's good. 3 white lights. And one more to go, and it's Pontoni from Italy. 92.5 kilos on the bar for her. And if she makes this, she will lead at the end of one round, and we will have a solid wall of green against the lifters' names.
Start. Pass. Right.
That looks good. 3 whites, it's a relief to the commentator, because when you say what I said in the introduction, you're always got at the back of your mind, why did I say that? Why did I say it was all green? Because invariably when you do, the next lift is red lighted, but not this time. Everyone has a green light against their name as we move into the second round.
Varvning 1 minute.
And first up will be Lautinen from Finland again. And she will take 52.5 kilos, just a 2.5 kilo increase in her opener. Now let's see how this moves.
Start. Pass. Right.
No, that extra 2.5 kilos, just too much. So, it was maybe a risky opener at 50, but we do say with sub-junior women a 2.5 kilo jump can be a big, big jump. Now, Cheverkova from Czechia, she is taking 57.5 kilos, which will equal her personal best. Adela Shverakova, Czechia. What we used to call Czech Republic, but now certainly within powerlifting, Czechia seems the accepted term for the country.
Pass. Right.
And that's good. Had to work it a little bit off the chest, but once you got it moving, no problem. And 3 white lines. Happy fist pump with the coach. And next we will jump to the 76 kilo class, and it will be Nina Heikkinen from Finland, and she will go 67.5 kilos, and it will be a new personal best if she gets it. Took a conservative opener, possibly partly to protect the world record, but you can't be too conservative in a class at three where all three have a chance of being the champion. So now the real work has got to start building the kilos.
Pass.
Oh, she's battling. Oh, wow. Has she locked it? I think she has. Wait for the referees.
And the referee will say,
Yes, she gets it 2-1. Now she got blue. I don't think it was downward movement. I was really looking for it. I guess the question was the right elbow fully locked out? And that may have been what the blue was for from one referee. But she gets it 2-1. I think she might be advised just to pass on her next one, mind, because she gave everything for that. There is nothing more there to give. Now, Norblom, also in the 76s, 72.5 kilos on the bar. Again, only increasing by 2.5 kilos.
Start. Pass.
Oh, that's a good bench press.
yes, that's the limit.
She got a yellow, possibly for butt off the bench. Let's have a look at that in replay. Yeah. Oh, she got off for one there. Butt definitely came up. I'm actually wondering if the jury see that. They may even overturn it. But now we got Balavita. We are back to the 69 kilo class. And Balavita, remember, the lightest in the class. And she's going 75 kilos.
Start. Pass. Break.
No. Well, so many of these lifters, the extra 2.5 kilos is just proving too heavy. And it's remarkable because a lot of them look quite comfortable on the opener. You put 2.5 kilos on and it just doesn't move. Now, Elise Mikomagi, Estonia, back in the 76s, and she is 80 kilos on the bar. Already leading with her 75 in the opening round. Can she make it 80?
Start. Pass.
No, she's working it. No, no. Just had to be slightly more dynamic off the chest. And of course, when you're so heavy, you just can't be dynamic. I just needed to be a little bit faster, but the speed wasn't there because the weight was just too much. And we move to the 69 kilo class. Final two lifts of the second round. Um, Diakova from Russia is out next with 90 kilos. A reminder that one more round of bench press, and then we're into the second flight.
Start. Pass.
Great bench press. 3 white lights, looking strong. And now Pontoni, last one out in the second round, and this is a record attempt. It's 95.5 kilos.
69 kg class. Your
and this equals her personal best. She's done it before.
record attempt. So give a full score. Finally, 1 minute. Eleonora Portonidare, Olympics junior record attempt in the bench.
Start. Pass.
Oh, what a battle. We'll wait for the referees in that one. And it's a good lift, 2-1. She got called blue by the center referee, but the other two white lighted, and that is a new European record for Eleonora Pontoni from Italy to end the second round. And she leads in the 69s, and in the 76s, Mikamagi, in spite of missing her second lift, leads with 75 kilos. And we move on to the third round. And the first lifter is already on the bench. And it's Lautinen from Finland. Missed 52.5 last time. Remember, only 2.5 kilos more than her opener. But the difference of 2.5 kilos was enough to stop her. Can she do it this time? No. No.
Sorry for the mix, David.
And no lift, and she smiles and shakes her head. And sometimes if you felt the weight once and it doesn't go, you just know in your heart it's not going to go the next time either. Now Sverakova from Czechia. She's 2 from 2, and she's going 60 kilos for her third attempt. In the 69 kilo class, of course.
Start. Pass.
Oh, it's battling, she's battling. That looks good. 3 white lights, and she is delighted with that. Fight all the way. She had to fight it off the chest through the midpoint, and only when it came towards lockout did the bar achieve any speed at all. Now Nina Heikkinen from Finland in the under 76 kilo class, and she is attempting 70 kilos for her third and final bench press. Having a great day. Got all 3 squats, got her first 2 benches,
Pass. Right.
and why did I have to say that?
Sorry, no. 75 kg on the bar record for
Just too much.
Elena Finland.
Now Valavita
1 minute.
is the next up in the 69s, and she's going 75 kilos. She's in third place in the bench. Nobody's going to catch her, and she's not going to catch anyone else. Missed this last time. Again, it's only 2.5 kilos more than she opened with.
Start. Pass. Right.
And again, it's just too much. I guess the other way of looking at it is the openers have been very, very brave, because lifters have opened 2.5 kilos less than a weight that they can't do. So it's Lova Norblom from Sweden in the 76s, and she's attempting 75 kilos. Opened with 70, followed it up with 72.5, and this for 75 kilos. She'd be lying third of three at subtotal, but she has the best deadlift.
Start. Pass.
Deadlifts coming up.
Oh, and that lift could mean she has to put 2.5 kilos less on the bar. No, she gets two reds. Let's look. Must be butt. Let's look at,
As you can
yeah.
see on the picture.
And in fact, I think it was her the last time
For
the
the
butt came up and she only got
European
one red light. Well,
is from the bottom.
she's got two this time. And now Mikomagi in the 76s. She missed 80 last time. Took a 5 kilo jump from 75 to 80. It's just too much. Can she do anything to change that with this attempt?
Start. Pass. Break.
No.
Is it heavy? Sorry.
And maybe she should have gone 77.5, second one. But she finishes on 75, which was her opener, and she's still right in the mix in a class where every kilo counts. Diakova, 17-year-old Russian who's been competing for 5 years,
Next to her.
and she is attempting 92.5 kilos.
Start. Pass. Break.
Oh, that's a great lift. That is a great lift. 3 white lights.
All right. 96.5.
And we have one more lift in the first flight, and it's another world record attempt. Now, I did Pontoni a disservice in her second round attempt. I actually said it was a European record. It was a world record. She set a European record with her opener, 92.5. She set a world record with her second attempt, 95.5. Now she attempts 96.5 for yet another world sub-junior record. Come on, Italy, everyone watching, time to shout at your screen. Make some noise because your girl Eleonora Pontoni is putting on a fantastic display today.
Start. Pass. Break.
No, no, just too much. And yet, yeah, she got the 95.5, and one more kilo was too much. She was right on her limit last time. And I guess the luxury of going for a world record allows you to go 1 kilo more rather than 2.5.
-84 plus
And well, the action is non-stop, and we move on to the under and over 84s. And you can see the running order on your screen for the first round. And first up will be Natalia Selviak from Poland. And she's already on the bench.
Start. Pass. Break.
Oh, that was easy. 3 white lights.
7.5 kgs. On the bottom.
And we should have Berzina next in the under 84s. Yes, indeed. Her PB is 50. She's going 47.5 for her opener.
Start. Pass. Break.
Oh, wow, that was easy. Yeah, and just looking at the scorecard from the 69s and the 76s.
Is on the bar right now.
None of the 76s got their third round bench, and only two of the five and the 69s got it. So we had only two good lifts out of eight, with everyone really pushing for everything they had.
The weighted next deadlift.
Now we've got Laura Navasiuti from Lithuania with 62.5 kilos on the bar.
Start. Push. Right.
Yeah, that's a good lift. Plenty more there.
Second
3 white lights.
5 is on the bar right now. Valeria lighter.
Now Petrovite, also from Lithuania,
Follow.
and she's going 65 kilos to equal her personal best with her opener.
Start. Push. Right.
Yes, that looks easy as well. And 3 white lights. And we move to the under 84 for the next two lifts. First up is Cassandra Anergren. No, sorry, it's Kalmaier. My apologies. Kalmaier is up next with 70 kilos, representing Denmark. 17 years of age.
Start. Push.
Oh, that's a good lift. You can see again, perfect form. And now we have Annegren from Sweden, also in the under 84s. And she is taking 75 kilos.
Start. Push. Right.
Easy. Really easy. 3 white lights. And one more in the first round. And it's Yelovska from Ukraine. Untouchable in the squat. Untouchable in the bench press if she gets this. Perhaps more open to challenge in the deadlift. But we are a fair way from that yet, so let's focus on the bench. This is our opener. And again, let's not just see if she can get it, but try and work out how much she has in reserve.
Replace.
No, she's had to replace the bar. She's been told that I think the foot wasn't flat on the floor. The foot was in contact with the bench. She was so flexible. The foot was in contact with the safety rack element of the bench. Now she goes. Well, yeah, that's easy. Well, she got a yellow. Let's see if we can see what that was for. No, can't see. But anyway, it's a good lift, 2-1. And she moves forward, and we are into the second round. We can see that Anogren leads in the under 84s and Jelovska leads in the 84 plus class. And we're back to the Polish lifter, Selviak, Natalia Selviak, and she's taking 50 kilos.
First. Right.
And that looks good.
Second,
3 white lights.
55 kgs on
And
the
it
bar.
looks like the Poles have taken along some sub-junior lifters with no real chance of medals, but to give them competition experience. And you can bet they'll come back in a year or two and they will be challenging for medals. So this is Berzina from Latvia with
Balloting,
her
1
second
minute.
round attempt, and it's 55 kilos on the bar. Now, if I remember rightly, she's opened 2.5 kilos below her personal best. So if that's the case, this is a big personal best attempt. 7.5 kilo jump to 55.
Right.
Oh boy, smoked it.
Second,
3 white lights.
55 kgs on the bar. Record for
She
Denmark.
almost looks bewildered that it went up so easily. But it did, and you have a new personal best. Now, Lorena Visiuti from Lithuania,
Follow.
Balloting, 1 minute.
and she is taking
Let's go again.
65 kilos for her second attempt, just 2.5 kilo up on her opener. Quite a narrow grip,
First. Right.
but very powerfully back up. It should be 3 white lights, and it is.
70 kgs on the bar. Record for
Now,
Valeria.
the other Lithuanian lifter, Petrovite, is up next. And Petrovite has a really good deadlift.
Almayer, next attempt.
We'll watch out for that later in the competition. But now she's taking 70 kilos on the bench press.
Start. First.
Oh, that was easy.
Second,
3 white lights.
35 kgs on the bar. Record for Louise Almayer, Denmark.
And next will be Kalmar again of Sweden, of Denmark.
Balloting, 1 minute. Almayer, Denmark.
And she will be
Valeria,
taking
next attempt.
75 kilos. 5 kilo jump.
Start. First. Right.
Yeah, that looks good.
And that's it. 82.5
Of course,
kgs.
the heavier weight classes are
And
much more comfortable with the larger jumps in increments
Balloting, 1 minute.
because it's a smaller percentage of their own body weight. Now, this is Anna Grön from Sweden. She's jumping 7.5 kilos from her opening 75 right up to 82.5 kilos. And this would put her in the lead. Yeah, she's second place at the moment on body weight. Same weight lifted as the Dane. This will put her well clear.
First. Right.
No, 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 no.
Heavy.
Oh, perhaps she should have gone a little bit less. And I do hope
85 kgs
she
on the
hasn't
bar.
thrown
Record
away a
for
bench press gold medal
Christina
by going
Lovska,
too heavy with her
Ukraine.
second attempt.
Follow.
And this is Jelovska from Ukraine,
Lovska, Ukraine. Selviak
last
for
out
next
in the
attempt.
second round. A reminder, I can't believe how quickly this is racing by, but a reminder that at the end of this round of bench press, there'll be a 10-minute break while we set the platform up for deadlift and give the lifters some recovery time. And certainly with such small flights, they need all the recovery time they can get.
Pass.
Yeah, that was easy. To be honest, with her opener of 80, I half expected to see 90 kilos in the bar for the second attempt, but she's playing it slightly more cautiously. And with what happened to Anna Gren, that's perfectly understandable. And we have one more round of bench press to go. And in the under 84s, Kalmar of Denmark leads on body weight, but Annegren has to lift 82.5 to go past her. And straight away, we're back to the 84 plus. Selviak, Poland, 55 kilos on the bar.
Start. Pass. Break.
No, that's just too much.
Sorry. No.
Seemed to lose all the tension. The bar moved down the chest, and it just went.
Bar loading, 12
Didn't
minutes.
have a chance. Now Berzina, well, I was right. Her PB coming in was 50. She made 55 look easy. And if she gets this, she'll have put 10 kilos on her bench press personal best. That's
Start.
20% in
Pass.
one competition. No,
Break.
just too much.
Sorry. No. 57.5 kgs on the bar right there for Lorena.
Worth a go. Nothing to, absolutely nothing to lose by trying it. And obviously she felt good after the 55. Now, Lorena Visciuti,
Follow.
Followed.
Lithuania,
Come on, come on.
bench press PB 65, which was
Get
what
away
she
from
got
the extender.
on her second round to equal it. And now she's going 67.5 for a new personal best.
Start. Pass. Break.
The bar
That
winner
looks good.
is saying absolutely.
And also she's got a very close battle with Petrovite
72.5
for
kgs on the bar
overall
right there for
silver.
Bulgaria.
I think Yelovska, if she gets a deadlift in, is gone. But the battle between the
Following,
Lithuanians
1
is
minute.
going to be very, very close. And talking of Lithuanians, this is the other one, Petrovite,
Kalmayer next to you.
and she is taking 72.5 kilos.
Start. Pass. Break.
That looks good, yeah. 3 white lights.
77.5 kgs on the bar right there for Valerie Kalmayer, Denmark.
And next we
Following,
move
1 minute.
to the under 84, and this is Kalmar from Denmark. She's leading the bench press. She's put another 2.5 kilos on the bar. But whether she gets gold in the bench press or not will not be determined by this lift, but by the lift of Anergren, which will follow.
Start.
This is 4 kilos on the total.
Break.
No, just too much.
Sorry. Valerie. No.
And now Anergren,
82.5
who
kgs on the bar
probably
right there for
wishes she'd
Casamina,
gone
1983.
77.5 or 80,
She did this one
in
for
which case she'd
Bulgaria.
probably have the gold medal for bench
25
right
kgs
now.
for bar loading.
But if she wants bench gold, she needs to lift 7.5 kilos more
The dog still next to
than the lifter who is currently in gold medal position. And that's why we say powerlifting is as much a sport of tactics as it is of strength. Must make this if she wants bench press gold.
Start. Press.
Oh, yes, that is so much better than last time. And the referees say 3 white lights. And Annergren from Sweden, to the delight of the crowd, takes bench press gold. And they will go back and think, what was that commentator talking about? Panicking about nothing. And there is one more lift in the bench press today, and it's Yevhenia Yelovska from Ukraine, and she's taking 87.5 kilos. Overwhelming favorite for the overall title. Whatever she does here, she basically just needs to get a deadlift, and she is the champion. But she will want to lift the biggest number that she possibly can. This is 87.5 kilos.
Press. Right.
Easy, absolutely easy. And I did say after the first one of 80, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 90 in the bar for the second. And I think 90 would have been there if she needed it, but she didn't. She is way in the lead. Just to summarize, she had 87.5 kilos. As you can see on the screen, next best Petrovite, 72.5. And in the under 84s, with that great final bench, it buried her in the second round, but she came back and she took 82.5 kilos with consummate ease in the third round to win the gold medal. Kalmaier from Denmark, silver. Verzina from Latvia taking the bronze. Hope you've enjoyed the bench press. Hope you're enjoying the day so far. It's a great day one of these powerlifting championships, European Classic Powerlifting Championships. You can see the clock ticking down towards 9 minutes. When it ticks down to 0, we'll be back to do it all again in deadlift. Join us then. and welcome back to Vasteras for the final session of what has been a great opening day here at the European Classic Powerlifting Championships. If you've been with us earlier, you will know, and if you haven't, I will let you know that we are watching two back to back flights. Flight one is the 69 and 76 kilo classes. Flight two is the under and over 84s. All the lifters today are sub junior women. Tomorrow it will be the sub junior men. Seen fantastic performances so far in both squat and bench press. The Italian lifter Pontoni broke the European record with her opening bench, broke the world record with her second one, and couldn't quite manage the third. And the first lifter on stage is Lautinen from Finland, 100 kilos on the bar, and the deadlifts are about to get underway. And if you're watching at home, Ralph, the competition only starts when the bar hits the floor. Now that's a good lift. 3 white lights for Lautinen. And next up will be Sverakova from Czechia. And she's opening in 115 kilos.
Down.
Yeah, makes that look nice and easy. 3 white lights. She looked anxiously towards the lights, but there was never any doubt. Good lift. Now Sara Sofia Valevita from Finland. PB is 125 and she is taking 125. This will equal her personal best with her opener.
Down.
And it looks like she has 3 white lights.
Follow it.
Now we've got 3 lifters now on 140 kilos. The first 2 in the 69s, the third in the 76s. This is Pontoni. This is to validate the world record bench press.
Down.
Ooh, now will they give her that? I don't think they will, you know. No, it's all blues. Well, I think it's one of those. She was so fast up, she bounced at the top. Just almost needs to slow it down slightly. I'm sure she'll get that next time. But this is Diakova from Russia. Same weight, 140 kilos on the bar. Using the hook grip. And 3 white lights for Diakova. Now Prognosis has her well behind the Italian, but could there still be a chance? In the meantime, we move on to Heikkinen, who set a world record in the squat. Again, she needs this to validate the record.
Down.
Yes, no problem at all. She looks anxiously, but there's no, well, I didn't see the lights, but I'm guessing it's 3 white lights. Yes, they come up slightly late. Don't know what she was anxious about. Now Elise Mikomagi, Estonia.
Follow it.
This is going to be the closest battle of the week, potentially. Any one of the lifters in the 76 kilo class could become the European champion. So let's just watch it all unfold. 160 for Elise, Oh boy, did she make that look easy.
Once again,
I don't know, has she just become favorite with that lift?
Johan Nordblom, Sweden.
We've got Norblom of
Powerlifting
Sweden
partner
next,
from Sweden,
165. Now let's compare Norblom's deadlift with Mikamagi's. See if we can get any clues of where this title is going to end up. Double overhand again? Well, that was easy as well. Oh, if I was a betting man, I think I'd be a bookmaker on this one.
Cradling the bar.
Oh
27 pounds.
boy, these two lifts were both so impressive. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this. I suggest you all do the same. And now we move into the second round, and it's Lautinen. First up, 107.5 kilos on the bar. And she's ready.
Following Lautinen, Lautinen, Finland. Sätter hålen next to the ring.
Nope, that was not going anywhere at all. Not sure she got close enough to the bar.
Sorry.
The bar almost seemed to be well in front of her. But for whatever reason, it did not move.
Sätter hålen. Czech Republic. Following Lautinen. Vita next to the ring.
And this is Sverokova from Czech Republic, 127.5 kilos on the bar, 12.5 kilo increase. Yeah, that's good. Her opener looked really comfortable. She looks built to deadlift, and that's 3 white lights again. Fist bump with
Vita, Finland.
now Valivita, Finland, 130 kilos on the bar.
Following 1 minute.
Equaled her PB with her
Following
opener.
next to the ring.
This will be the most she has ever lifted in competition. Oh, that's good.
Once again,
3 white lights.
145 kgs on the bar. Nora Montoni, Italy. Following Lautinen.
Well, big lift coming up now. This is Pontoni. She's gone up 5 kilos. It might slow her down enough that she doesn't get that rebound at the top. Looks good. And it's 3 white lights, and the whole of Italy can breathe a sigh of relief.
Following 1 minute.
And next we've got Diakova, 150 kilos on the bar. Still in the 69s, and this would give her 377.5. Pontoni is sitting on 390.5, so it would leave her 12.5 kilos behind. Well, she gets it, but is there another 12.5 kilos there? That's the question. 3 white lights.
155 kgs on the bar in Finland.
Yeah, I think if Pontoni can add another 7.5 kilos, she will be out of sight for the title. This is Heikkinen, and we're in the battle in the 76s. This is 155. That would put her to 393.
Down.
Yeah, that's good. And that should be three white lights. And she's now in between the lifters at a 395 and 392.5. That's how close it is. 392.5, 393, 395. Nothing separating these lifters. And Elise Mikamagi is next. 170 kilos on the bar. She's jumped 10, but the Swede following her has jumped 15. Let's sit back and just enjoy this. If they both make their lifts, the Swede will lead by 2.5 kilos. If a little word with a big meaning, Mikamagi to move into the lead.
Down.
And that looks good. 3 white
170
lights. But Norblom is jumping from 165 to 180. And this would put her on 407.5 and give her a 2.5 kilo lead. And the first one did look easy. She actually dropped her opener, made it look simple, and now she's added 15 kilos to the bar. And the whole of Sweden is behind her. And this will put her in the lead by 2.5 kilos. Oh, yes. And I have to say, I make a favourite now, if for no other reason than she will probably lift last and she will know what she has to lift. And she is significantly lighter than Mikomagi. She's 3.5 kilos lighter than Mikomagi, um, should it come to it. And we have one round to go. And overall, Pontoni leads with 390.5 in the 69s, and Norblom leads with 407.5 in the 76s. But it is just too close to call this 76 battle. Anything could happen. This is going to be a great 5 or 6 minutes of deadlifting lying ahead of us. First up is Lautinen. She missed 107.5. I'm not sure she's coming out, but in such a small flight, the lifter shows respect to the other lifters by putting in a weight, even if they don't intend to come out and take it, simply to give the other lifters the rest that they need. Say there's only 8 in the flight. It's classic. The turnaround is pretty quick. You can get 8 deadlifts in 5 or 6 minutes, and that is not a lot of recovery time. So the clock ticks down. Lautinen is not coming out, and when the clock does finally tick down, the next lifter out will be in the 69 kilo class, and it will be Sverakova from Czechia. And she's taken another big jump. She's taken another 12.5 kilos, and she's going for one. No, she's dropped it. I have her down as 140. There's been a change, and she's dropped it to 132.5 kilos. been sent back until the bar is changed.
Following 1 minute, hela käften.
And
Veracruz,
now
Centerville.
she's ready to go.
Alameda, next stepper.
Third round deadlift's always dramatic, but we could see something special at the end of this flight. Oh, she's fighting, she's fighting. Oh, no, so close. Oh, she gave everything she could.
Good
Uh,
fighter, but no winner.
so close, as I say, nearly there. Great attempt.
We got a change once again.
And next up will be Balavita with 140 kilos.
Weight 135 kgs. 135.
Only 16 years of age, been competing for 3 years. If you remember, she equaled her deadlift PB with her opener, set a new PB with her second attempt,
Finland.
and now she's coming out
Finland.
face 140 kilos.
Following 1 minute, Sofia Palivita, Finland.
And once again, there's been a change. The weight has dropped
Next
to 135 kilos. Yeah, that's good. She's safe in third. She's not going to be caught. She's not going to do any catching. 3 white lights and a good way to finish her competition.
52.5 kgs on the bar. Leonora Pontoni, Italy.
Now the next one due out is Pontoni, and here she is, 152.5 kilos. This will put her into the lead in deadlift, but more significantly, probably put her too far ahead of Diakova to possibly be caught. So I would say this is Lifnig for the European title
Heikkinen, next stepper.
in the 69 kilo class, of course. That looks good. I think she's done enough.
Again, Stepper
3 white lights.
162.5 kgs on the bar. Lina Heikkinen, Finland.
Now Nina Heikkinen from Finland, and we move to the 76 kilo class,
Time out for the second group, which is
and this would give Heikkinen 400.5 kilos. It's only enough for third. It's amazing that the lifter that set the world sub-junior record is going to finish third of 3. But we did say this was a really high class 76 kilos today, and I think that demonstrates it more than anything. This will put all 3 lifters over 400. Oh, and that's good. She battles it up. Gets 3 white lights, and yep, all 3 of them are over 400 kilos. And next we have Diakova. She's taking 172.5. Now she has to do this. She's guaranteed second place. If she gets this, it will put her to 400 and she'll beat Pontoni by 2 kilos. But it's a huge jump. It's a jump of 22.5 kilos. And is it really there? Sometimes you've got to try, and you might just shock yourself, find it is there, and you walk off the platform as the European champion from nowhere. So this for the European title for Diakova. Oh, she's got him moving. Oh, what a brave, brave attempt. She had to try it. She's safe in silver medal overall. Pontoni is the European champion. And now there are two lifts to go in this flight. They are both in the 76s. Let's call them one at a time. This is Elise Mikomagi, Estonia, and she is going 180 kilos. This would put her to 415 kilos, and she would have a 7.5 kilo lead against a lifter with a lighter body weight, who would then have to match her. But to have a chance at the title, Mikomagi, who's 2.5 kilos behind, has to make this lift. Oh, oh, wow! What an effort! What a fantastic effort by Mikomagi, but it's not enough. And the title goes to Sweden, and Nordblom will probably drop the weight. That would have been a holding weight she'd put in. What a brave attempt by Elise Mikomagi. And Nordblom is staying with 200 kilos. Wow. A sub-junior 76 kilo lifter attempting 200 kilos. I can't tell you how impressive this is. And the noise ramps up in the venue. Lova Nordblom, the European sub-junior champion, attempting to finish off with a huge deadlift of 200 kilos. Oh, again, what a brave attempt. She could have dropped the weight and done something more achievable, but no, she wanted to feel 200 in her hands, and it will come. She's still a sub-junior. It will come. And much as I would love to talk in some depth about that fantastic competition in the 76 kilos, we must move on because we're into flight 2 and it's the under and over 84s up next. And this is Petrovaite from Lithuania, 100 kilos on the bar. And that's good. The two Lithuanians will battle for silver if Jelovska can get one deadlift in. But the battle for silver between the two Lithuanians should go right down to the wire. And I wonder, have they got the same coach or have they got different coaches? But this is Darta Berzina from Latvia in the under 84s, 110 kilos on the bar. Oh boy, she made that look easy. That's what we call a library deadlift. Put it down so gently that you could do it in the library and not disturb any of the readers. Now Selviak from Poland. She is taking 120 kilos. As we said earlier, a very new lifter. She's been only lifting for a year. One of a number of lifters that the Polish team have taken with them this year for competition experience. And what experience she's getting on one of the biggest international platforms in world powerlifting. 3 white lights. And we stay in the overs for Florina Visayuki. and she's going 135
Bachmeier,
kilos.
I'm still ready.
Down.
And that looks good.
That's a good news. 140 kgs
And
on
she
the
is
bar.
5 kilos ahead
News.
of her fellow
Bachmeier,
Lithuanian,
down.
who will be attempting 10 more in the second round.
Follow
So
it.
watch this
Bachmeier,
with
1 minute.
interest. And now we move to
Bachmeier.
the under 84s, and it's Marie Kalmeyer from Denmark,
What's the final
140
answer?
kilos on the bar.
Down.
Good and easy.
That's a good news. 162.5 kgs on the bar.
And the weight will go
Lithuanian
all the way up to
looks like a huge win.
162.5 kilos for Jelovska, who is in a class of her own today. This lift will make her European champion, probably by over 100 kilos.
Follow it.
Some
Bachmeier,
last minute
1 minute.
advice from the Ukraine
Jelovska,
coach.
Ukraine. Again, I'm still ready.
Down.
And that is your European champion 2021 right there. 3 white
135
lights.
kgs on the bar. Cassandra Anahjem, Sweden.
And we have one more lifter in the first round, and that's Cassandra Anergren from Sweden
Follow it.
in the under
Bachmeier,
84s, and she is going
where do you go to the goal?
185
Minus 84.
kilos.
Down.
Looks good, and I think that pretty much gives Anergren the under 84 kilo title. It puts her 32 and a half kilos um, ahead of Kalmeyer. And I think we can hang the deadlift medal round her neck as well. She is so far ahead. So it's Anergren in the under 84s and Jelovska in the over 84s. In the blue and yellow of Sweden and Ukraine, respectively, they are the class acts of this flight. And Petrovite takes 110 kilos for her second round as we get into the all Lithuanian battle for overall silver. This would put her to 332.5, give her a 5 kilo lead. And yes, she's done it.
That's a good news. 130 kgs
But her
on the bar.
compatriot has taken a 12.5 kilo jump, and we'll come back to her shortly. But before then, it'll be it'll be Berzina in the under 84s,
Bachmeier,
120 kilos in the bar to
Serbia,
equal
I'm
her
still ready.
personal best.
Down.
Makes that look easy. Gives a little involuntary skip
130 kgs on
as
the bar.
she puts the bar down and exits the platform.
Serbia, Poland.
And now we have Selviak from Poland, also making a 10 kilo jump from 120 up to 130 and 30 kilos.
Down.
Again, making that look nice and easy.
Yes, that's a good lift.
A lot of raw power there,
127.5 kgs on the bar. Then
and there are few places in the world where she can get that raw power coached into something really meaningful than in Poland.
following
And this
coming
is
in.
Lorena Viciud,
Colmeyer.
147.5 kilos on the bar. This would give her 340 and a 7.5 kilo lead over Petrovite.
Down.
And we're talking total. And yes, indeed, she's done that.
That's a good lift.
3 white lights.
150 kgs on the bar. Marie Louise Colmeyer, Denmark. Following one. Julovska next in the group.
And next we move to Kalmar in the under 84s, 150 kilos. Second in deadlift, second in total.
Down.
That's good. She's not going to catch Anna Grant
That's a good lift.
with that massive opening deadlift of 185. She just
155
blew the
kgs
field
on the
apart.
bar. Julovska, Ukraine.
Now Yelovska in the over 84s. This is the champion, and she's gone up 20 kilos. She's taking 182.5 kilos, just over 400 pounds for her second round attempt.
Yeah, the bar is
And
open.
Anna Gran waits in the background in a different blue and yellow.
Ширину ног внимательно. Собралась. Вот, проверяем. Послее. Поясницу вниз, голову. Подрывай! Идет, 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 идет. Стой! Down.
So impressive.
Красота!
3 white lights. And the Ukraine coach raises his hand in the air
That's
in celebration.
attempt. Well, some
And now Anna Gran,
and the minus.
already the biggest deadlift of the week by a sub-junior, but she wants the number to begin with 2. And this is 200 kilos, the final lift in the second round. Look at the focus, look at the intensity. Oh wow, was there ever any doubt? 3 white lights for the biggest deadlift of the week by a sub-junior. That's Cassandra Annergren from Sweden. And we have one round of deadlifts to go, and then this great first day of the European Classic Powerlifting Championships will be over. A day that has been exclusively devoted to sub-junior women, and what a start to the competition they've given us. Into the third round. I see that Yelovska has scratched. She's decided that 182.5 is enough. She is miles clear as the champion. So Petrovite from Lithuania comes out with 115 kilos.
Christina next in the group.
And she has settled for third place. This will leave her 2.5 kilos behind the other Lithuanian lifter.
Down.
And quite comfortable in the end for a third round lift.
Yeah, that's a good lift.
And she finishes with 3 white lights on 337.5 kilos.
130 kgs on the bar.
And if you think all the excitement's over, it's not. Because we'll finish with a world record attempt I wasn't aware of it, but the 200 by Anergren was a world sub-junior record, and she's going to attempt to put another 13 kilos on that. She's gone for 213 kilos.
1 minute, Varsina, Soviet, Instagram.
No, well, did the bar come down, or was it just the body? Yeah,
Five,
bar came down. It's
four,
blues
three.
from all three referees,
10 minutes to pass.
unfortunately.
Natalia, Soviet, 4.
Yeah, there's where it come down. It's just marginal, but it's enough to incur the displeasure of the referees. And now we have Selviak from Poland. Her final lift of the day. Well, it's a big one. She opened on 120. She went to 130.
1
This
minute,
is for
Soviet.
150 kilos.
Zabranie i posłanie, dawaj, tak, ciągaj, 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 do
No, the feet are moving about. I don't think she'll get that. I think she'll get yellows
Sorry.
and blues. Yeah,
Oh,
brave attempt.
1
As
minute,
said, hugely impressive natural raw strength that just needs to be coached into something more. And the experience she's got from competing here today will be completely invaluable. Now, Lorena Viciuti, her third attempt, she's safe in silver medal position overall and silver in deadlift, coming out for her final attempt of the day, 155 kilos. Oh, she gets it. That is a good deadlift. 3 white lights, and she walks off the platform. One very happy lifter. Reminder that Yalovska has passed on her third and final attempt. There are 2 lifts remaining in this great day of competition. First up is Marie Kalmeier of Denmark, 157.5 kilos on the bar. Guaranteed silver in deadlift, guaranteed silver in total. But she will not catch Anergren. She smiles. That's a great deadlift. And the referees say 3 white lights. And then there was one. But what a one. A massive 213 kilos on the bar for Cassandra Anergren, Sweden. Another world sub-junior record attempt. She looks calm but focused.
Nytt Europarekord totalt. Och publiken måste naturligtvis hjälpa till med det.
She's already the champion. She's already the world record holder. Can she pull an extra 13 kilos?
Och Cassandra Anlegren,
Platform is swept. The bar is clean. The last lifter of the day comes onto the platform, facing an enormous challenge. It's moving, it's moving. Oh, she is so close. What a brave attempt. 213 kilos was not there, but 200 kilos was there. And that 200 kilos was a world record. and it pushed her miles clear from the field and made her the European champion. So, just to summarize one more time, European champion under 84 kilos, Cassandra Anergren, Sweden, 425 kilos, 40 kilos clear of Kalmar of Denmark, who herself performed splendidly and posting a total of 385 kilos, with Berzina from Latvia taking the bronze, 295 kilos. In the overs, the biggest total of the day, 460 kilos, goes to Yalovska from Ukraine. She is the European champion. Lorena Vinciuti from Lithuania was second with 347.5, beating Petrovaite also from Lithuania by 10 kilos. She finished up in the bronze medal position with 337.5 kilos, with Selviak from Poland bringing up the rear with a very creditable 292.5 kilos. And she has got some experience out of
Right.
today, and I'm sure she will put it to good use and she will come back a stronger and better lifter for the experience in years to come. Well, that's the end of day one from the commentary booth. We hope you've enjoyed it. As always, the sub junior women have done us proud. They have opened up this 10-day celebration of powerlifting splendidly. Tomorrow is all about the sub junior men. We have a really busy day. We have three three sessions. Um, the middle session is actually three flights back to back to back. But I won't confuse you with too much. I'll just tell you that we start the lifting at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Flight one will be the 59 and 66 kilo classes, a total of 13 lifters battling for those titles. Flight two will be the 9 lifters in the 74 kilo class, and all the lifters tomorrow will be sub junior men. We will get through the whole of the sub junior men in one very, very long day. Hope you've enjoyed today's lifting. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony, which will follow very shortly. But from me, Martin Flett, in the commentary booth, please join me again 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the sub junior men. It promises to be fantastic.
Powerlifting. All lifters. Yeah. And the people who hand over the medals will be the president Arnold Dahlström, together with Xavier Digital. Give a round of applause because they have been hand over the medals. Starting with the squats for the -69 sub-junior. Bronze medal goes to Finland and Sara Sofia Vadivita on 137.5 degrees. Silver medal goes to Veronica Diakova from Russia on 135. And the gold medal goes to Italy and Eleonora Montoni on 150. Yep, you are not allowed to have those back. Thank you. So we get the bench press. Bronze medal goes to Finland and Sara Sofia Vadivita, 72.5. Silver medal goes to Russia and Veronica Diakova, 92.5. And the gold medal goes to Italy and Eleonora Montoni on 95.5 the record. Thank you. And in deadlifts, the bronze medal goes to Finland, Sara Sofia Vadivita, 135. Silver medal goes to Russia, Veronica Diakova, 150 kgs. And the gold medal goes to Italy, Eleonora Montoni, 152.5. Thank you. And the total results. Bronze medal goes to Finland and Sara Sofia Vadivita, 335 kgs. Silver medal goes to Russia, Veronica Diakova, 377.5. And the European champion from Italy, Eleonora Montoni, 398 kgs. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Italy. the sub-junior class in the squat. Bronze medal goes to Sweden, Loa Norrlund on 155 kgs. Silver medal goes to Estonia and Elise Nikomagi on 160. The gold medal goes to Finland, Nina Heikkinen, 170.5 for the gold. Thank you. Over to the bench press. Bronze medal goes to Finland, Nina Heikkinen on 67.5. Silver medal goes to Sweden, Loa Norrlund, 72.5. And the gold medal in bench goes to Estonia, Elise Nikomagi, 75. Focus and smiling. Thank you. In deadlift, bronze medal goes to Finland, Nina Heikkinen, 162.5. Silver medal goes to Estonia, Elise Nikomagi, 170. And the gold medal goes to Sweden, Loa Norrlund, 180. Thank you. And total bronze medal to Finland, Nina Heikkinen, 400.5 kgs. Silver medal goes to Estonia, Elise Nikomagi, 405. And the European champion, the sub-junior 76 kgs, Loa Norrlund from Sweden, 407.5. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Sweden. Wonderful. Thank you. From next group, -84 centimeter in the squats. Bronze medal to Latvia, Tarta Teresina, 120. Silver medal goes to Sweden, Cassandra Negren, 142.5. And the gold medal goes to Denmark, Arilis Kalmeyer, 152.5. Thank you. benchpress, bronze medal goes to Latvia, Tata Persina, 155 kgs. Silver medal goes to Denmark, Marie-Louise Kohlmeier, 75 kg. And the gold medal goes to Sweden, Cassandra Annegren, 82.5 kg. Thank you. And in deadlift, the bronze medal goes to Latvia, Berta Persina, 120 kg. Silver medal goes to Denmark, Marie-Louise Kohlmeier, 157.5. And the gold medal goes to Sweden, Cassandra Annegren on 200, and Bjus Bergman. Thank you. And for the total, the bronze medal goes to Latvia, Berta Persina, 295. Silver medal goes to Denmark, Marie-Louise Kohlmeier, 385. And the European champion from Sweden, Cassandra Annegren, 425. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the Swedes national anthem. Thank you. So then we'll go over to the 84 plus in squats. Bronze medal goes to Lithuania, Reda Zjute, 105. Silver medal also to Lithuania, Valeria White, 150. The gold medal goes to Ukraine, Eugenia Yulovska, 190. Thank you. Bench press, bronze medal to Lithuania, Leda Zjute, 67.5. Silver medal also goes to Lithuania, Valeria White, 72.5. And the gold medal goes to Ukraine, Eugenia Yulovska, 87.5. Thank you. For the deadlift, bronze medal goes to Poland, Natalia Selyak, 130 kilos. Silver medal goes to Lithuania, Lena Slute, 155. And the gold medal goes to Ukraine, Eugenia Yuleska. 182.5. Thank you. And the total bronze medal goes to Lithuania, Valeria Petrovaite, 337.5. Silver medal goes to Lithuania, Lena Slute, 347.5. And the European champion from Ukraine, Eugenia Yuleska, Ukraine 460. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine? Thank you. So, music maestro.
Music maestro.
Music maestro
Hey!
is coming here. Give her a round of applause for this.